Good morning. I got maybe 5 hours of sleep. We're gonna go explore Pike's Place because we're in the area. And I wanted to go on a couple adventures, but if I'm too tired, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna have a chill day. Okay, we're ready. Do you want to see my outfit? It's nothing great. I'm pretty sure people can see me from this window. I got this jacket from Temu. I got this shirt from TikTok Shop. My friend gave me these sweatpants for my birthday. I don't remember where I got these socks. The weather outside is partly cloudy, but the clouds are gray. And I can see the ocean from here, or the water. There's a movie theater across from me. It's about like 10 o'clock, 10:15, 10:20-ish. And then we went to that famous hapao place and I got a beef curry. I forgot what it's called, but it's like a flaky crust and not a bao crust. So I ate that. I wasn't too impressed with the filling, so I'm not sure if I like the hapao, but I didn't get the famous hapao because it was too big. It was too big. We had all that food last night. I don't think I could have handled much more food in the morning. And then we went to explore around the Pike's Place. I got some apple cider. I love apple cider. There was 5 different flavors. It was lavender, apple cider with blackberry, apple cider with peach. I really love the peach one, but I didn't get it because I always get peach. But when you go there, as long as you buy a cup, the seller said that you can take your time trying all the flavors as much as you want. And I took very little sips of each so I could just get all the flavors in my mouth. But I ended up mixing my hot apple cider with the lavender, the original lavender flavor, and it was so good. It was like the perfect temperature because it's too hot and the other one's too cold. It was like really good that it wasn't too cold. And then we went down to another area where a Chinese uncle and his wife, a Chinese auntie, they make these handmade jewelries, and they were helping me pick a size. I didn't originally want this. This is the original one that he picked for me. But I was looking back and forth and I was trying on so many, and this one, it was the only one that looked right. It was so weird. It was like, I didn't want this. It was the only one that looked right. I wanted the original one he picked for me, but this one's a little big. It's really close to perfect, and it's like really pretty round pearl on it. He picked it for me. It's so cute. It's so cute. So much fun. I wanted like a jade or amethyst one. I might go back. Him and his wife hand make these rings. Right here, my middle finger. I thought they were so beautiful, and I wanted to get into wire wrapping, and they really inspired me. One of these rings costs $30, and the wire is gold filled, so I'm able to wear it because I can't wear fake metals. So that was really nice. It had a cute interaction with them. They're from mainland China. And then what else? And then I was walking around the block. I was going through all the mazes and cracks. I got to the gum wall. The gum wall is disgusting. I don't know why this is famous, and I don't know why people contributed to the gum wall. It smells so bad. And I walked further down, and then I also went to this place. I forgot what it's called. I'll show it here. And they had these like really cool antique objects in sterling silver, like jewelry, rings, necklaces, and there were like polished gems in them. They were so pretty. Anyways, after I looked at that store, I walked around some more, and I ended up in, I forget what it's called, Post Market. It's like toward the end of the market. It's like little alleyways and stairs and streets and stuff, because it's kind of like on a curve. I was getting hungry, and I walked by this place called Dumpling Company, and they had like the most strange, I forgot to take a video, but they had the most strange, like, you know how like the Japanese, they put like fake food so you can see what you might get in your bowl and stuff. They put out the real thing and to just let it look old and dehydrated. So you can see what the food looks like. Anyways, I got mushroom dumplings because I wanted something light. I wasn't ready for like any meat yet, and I wasn't sure how it was gonna turn out because what they were putting on display was kind of like, you know, so I was like, let me try the mushroom dumplings. If it's good, I'll come back. But it filled me up really good. It was about like 10 dumplings, and it was delicious. It was like the perfect midday snack. And I put all my toppings on it. Hot chili oil, I had to put extra. I didn't put enough the first time. I put the vinegar sauce, Chinese vinegar sauce, and put soy sauce because Chinese vinegar sauce wasn't hitting it quite right. And those were my 3 toppings. Okay, so I ran out of breath filming my recollection of the day, and I thought I'd save it for another day, but I think I'm just gonna do voiceover while we figure out this whole editing shenanigan. Basically, after I finished my meal, I was walking towards my next destination, which was the Seattle Needle. I wasn't gonna go up, I wanted to go to the glass museum. A part of the way there, I kept seeing all these e-bikes and e-scooters, so I figured out how to do that, and I got me a Lime electric bike, and it made a world of a difference because I did not want to pay for the taxi, and I did not want to walk up the mini hill to ride the monorail, so the e-bike really helped. And it was nice. It had a little pocket rubber slot for me to hold my phone. So I was able to film this and show you me riding on the bike. It was about a 10-minute bike ride. I wasn't sure. I don't know bike rules. On the app it said I should wear a helmet, but I was like, where am I going to get a helmet? So I just rode without a helmet, and I stopped with the stoplights, but I don't know if I was supposed to do that because I don't ride bikes and I don't know bicycle laws. Then I made it to the Space Needle, and I was out of breath. This is Space Needle. That's a Seattle Science Museum, and I think this is the Seattle Center that signs it. As I thought. We're going to see some glass sculptures. Right now we're entering the park where the Space Needle is. I don't know what the park is called exactly, but it has this giant sculpture that some random person made. And I'm just following the signs to the glass museum. And those big giant flowers are a sign we're close to the glass museum. Spoiler alert, if you do not want to see the inside the Chihuly Garden and Glass Museum and exhibit, please stop watching here or skip forward. Anyway, if you're in the Seattle area and you've never been, I 10 out of 10 recommend the Chihuly Garden Glass Museum It was so beautiful. I didn't know what I was in for when I walked in, but a lot of TikTokers recommended the Chihuly Garden Glass Museum, and they were not wrong. I think glass is already a beautiful medium, but when you walk in, you're greeted by all these big, giant, beautiful, colorful art pieces, and then you get to see how these are Chihuly's original sketches about his ideas. In one of the short documentaries at the end of the exhibit, it told us that Chihuly at some point hurt his arm or his shoulder, that he couldn't glass blow by himself anymore, and he needed other people to be able to do it for him. I guess sketching was kind of the only way he was able to translate what his idea was to his team. And then they were able to bring these out of this world Willy Wonka-esque pieces to life, which is super amazing because it already takes so many people to make one giant piece in glass blowing. At the end, we learned that Chihuly's goal for each of his pieces was that they were able to hold their own kind of energy or presence in a room by itself. I thought it was beautiful that we were able to learn that at the end, especially after experiencing his pieces in person. They're so vibrant and organic and alive, and even though that's a feat in and of itself, he had other visions for them and purposes for them. Even in their organic shape, whether in nature or sitting in a gallery, you can really feel their presence. I think that's something that all artists aim to do. As a late blooming artist, I think we all have a difficult time kind of putting that into context and being able to share that purpose in the world. From Chihuly's work, you can see how much he loved the work, and even though it hurt him to continue it, he was still able to and have a team supporting him and being able to be proud of bringing his vision to life. I think that might be every artist's dream, and I thought it was super inspiring to kind of see a path forward in a place I feel a little lost in, but it's okay. This exhibit in the garden where they were put all these pieces next to the flowers and colors that inspired Chihuly's pieces here. For example, like the lavenders and the orchids, from the shapes to the colors. All of it was very intentional, although they look very abstract. And another beautiful part is when you learn that although they're intentional and abstract and planned out and thought out, they were still able to be put together very intuitively. Past the garden into the courtyard, we were able to watch a demonstration on glass blowing techniques and the process it needs to go through to become a finished piece. And once these pieces are finished, the demonstrators ushered us toward the Space Needle gift shop next door outside of the museum so that you can get an affordable piece, and all the proceeds, I believe, go to an organization in Seattle in need. I don't know about you, but every time I see people who understand their craft and dedicate themselves to their craft, I feel so inspired and so happy, and I feel like there's hope in the world, especially for craftsmen like glass blowers, because it takes so much and so many people sometimes to put together certain pieces, and it's impossible with just one person. After the courtyard, it leads into a theater where you can watch short documentaries on Chihuly and his process and certain extravagant series that he made. And after that, I was worn out. I sat outside for a hot minute and I rode the monorail. I didn't know there was a monorail, but the monorail from there back to my hotel area, and I got late lunch at a place called Lola's. I think it was a Greek place, and I got the salmon kebab with the smashed potatoes. It was good. And I got a little lost. I walked to to Target because I saw it in passing, and I got a little lost after Target. I'm gonna lay down on one of these bad boys for now because I still have my outside clothes on, and I don't want to change because I'm thinking about going back outside for dessert or just eating my toaster thingy, ghetto gastro, and then have some sweet breakfast tomorrow. I was planning on going to the look for pottery things, but nothing ceramics and pottery is open until tomorrow, and the other museum I wanted to see is not open till Wednesday. So that's all for today. I'm gonna do a little work and start doing my nails after I rest a little because I walked so much. I got lost like 4 blocks the opposite way, and you wouldn't think it's not much, but it is. I was doing so good too. Okay, see you on day 2 or 3. I love my little ring from my uncle.